So we wanted to go over our loose leash walking. So we can simply give Mr. Moose here a click for hanging out right by our side here. So he's right by our leg, which is right where we want him to be. Let's give him another click, let him know he's right positioned exactly where he should be. And then we can make a little semicircle here. Moose. Now he's got to follow that little semicircle. Now we can start taking a couple paces in a straight line here. Good job, bud. Now let's take a few more paces. Perfect. Just letting him know exactly where he needs to be positioned and just really get a firm grasp on that. So then we can also click for some good eye contact. So when he's checking in with me, when he's looking at me, that's great. We can certainly reinforce that and click for that. Let's do that here. He's looking at me. Great job, bud. Perfect, Mr. Moose. So when we get outside, it's the exact same thing as when we're inside. There's more distraction, so it's going to be more challenging. But if we just keep it simple, keep it basic, and just follow the same principle, that when he's hanging out right by my side where he needs to be, giving me some good eye contact, then he'll understand exactly what we're looking for when we're on our walks in the great outdoors as well. So if we need to change directions a little bit on occasion, that's all well and good. I encourage that. That's fine. That's if he gets out ahead, we can simply switch around on him. And he does seem to, when we first start walking, be a little bit of an excess sniffer. So you can give him a command and just tell him sniff, sniff, sniff when he's sniffing, and then Moose, come. And that lets him know that he's done sniffing. He's got to start walking with you, because we do want to have a pleasurable walk for both of us. So I don't discourage sniffing, but just don't want it to be excessive, and wanting to know he's being allowed to sniff, and he can't just kind of go rogue and just turn this into a sniffing expedition whenever he feels like it. But certainly do want to give him opportunities to sniff. I don't want to discourage that either, because there's a lot of joy that comes from that. So this is perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. Just being exactly right by our side. So let's switch directions on him here. See how Mr. Moose does. Moose. Moose. So I do want to always let a pup know when I'm changing directions, so they know that it's to be expected and it just doesn't kind of come out of nowhere. I also just like to keep things consistent and make sure that Mr. Moose knows what to expect, which at this point is basically he gets treats for hanging out on my side. And if he gets out ahead, we're going to call his name and change directions on him, and then he's got to focus back in. So this is perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. Good job, Mr. Moose. You're a champion. Good work, sir. Good boy. Good boy. And then lastly, whenever there's something kind of crazy going on, I would want to get his attention. So say his name, get him to focus in on me, and then just kind of calmly tell him, good boy. If we can just pass calmly and not make a big deal if it's running by like a dog barking at a fence or something, but just let him know it's fine, no big deal. Another side on that, it's a good practice if he gets stressed out over if it's a person or a dog, just kind of hang out at a distance that he's comfortable with and give him click and treat every time that he checks in with it. He'll start to pair those two with something good happening every time that he checks in with whatever it be. So if it's a dog or a person, but just make sure that we're not doing it at a distance that's so close that it's kind of stressful for him. So we just want to make sure we're a little bit further back. Perfect. Well, very good job, Mr. Moose. You are a champion. Yeah, look at that little tail. Look at that little tail. Yeah, you're a happy guy. Who's my happy guy? Very good job.